Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Chapter.
We're here in the building back with LastRemnantRadio.com. Mr. Husky, thank you for having us again here tonight. I'm excited to be here with my bros again. So we're going to kick it off just like we always do. We're going to pray, and we're going to get our lives together. Is that all right? So, Father God, we just thank you. We thank you because you're good. We thank you because you do all things for the good of those who love you. And, God, we love you tonight. And, God, we ask you that anything that's hindering us tonight, anything that's distracting us, anything that's bothering us, God, that you would lift it up, God. Lift it up off of our shoulders so that we can fellowship, God, and we can enjoy each other's company and we can enjoy each other's time. I thank you, God, once again, just for Husky and for his heart. And I thank you for the station that he allows us to be on. Thank you for Jerry and David Franco for just being a part, God, and just having good spirits about everything. Thank you for everybody who's going to be listening tonight. We thank you and we praise you. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Done.
Awesome. So I'm excited to be back on Last Remnant Radio with you guys tonight. So yeah, man, it's been a weird week. It's been real hot. Been
real
sweating.
hot.
Super
Real hot.
Like
we're sweating right now.
like it's real.
And we're just sitting here.
Yeah, we're just sitting here. We haven't been doing anything, and so so it's Texas, man. And then like last night, it just thunderstorms out of nowhere.
I was driving to North Fort Worth, and that's where like it was coming from. So like, I chased the storm and got caught in like the middle of it. It was pretty cool, dude.
No, man. And so like we get home and it's Father's Day, and so if you guys can hear me real good tonight, like if you guys can hear me real clear, I got blessed with a Shure SM7 from my bros and from my wife.
SM7B.
SM7B though, not SM7A.
No.
An SM7B. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, it was a big surprise. I got home and Karen was just kind of frustrated with me, and she was like, "I don't have no money, and this and this and this," and I was like, "Chill out, like it's okay, like it's Father's Day, like I'll treat us, like you know." But in my mind, I was just like, "You the sorriest, wife." I'm just kidding, Karen. I love you, baby. You're my wife. You're my everything.
She heard.
Yeah, and yeah, and so she's telling me don't make plans tonight, and don't do this and this and this tonight because I got big plans for you. And I was like, how you got big plans for me, and you broke? I don't understand.
Not we. It's never we. It's you.
Yeah.
You're broke.
Yeah, you're broke. How you gonna have big plans for me? Like, we're going out to dinner, but you gotta pay though. Like, it's Father's Day. Like, I'm supposed to get treated right, but I don't ever get treated right. Oh, you want something to do, man? And so, but yeah, so I get home, right? And Franco knows because he came last night.
Right. So we walked in and we were just,
Hola, ¿qué tal?
you know, just came in, the visita, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so we're I'm just sitting at home, right? And so Chewy is actually texting me, and he's like, "Hey, bro, like, do you want to hang out with David Vela?" It's like, you know, he's coming back from Killeen or whatever, yep. And he's like, you know, it's Father's Day, and you know he doesn't have his dad, so do you want to hang out with him? And I'm like, I can't. Karen said that I can't. No. And so my best way of figuring it out is I'm just gonna not text back. Like
that's kind of like a good solution.
I mean, to be fair, that should be any default reaction. Like, I mean, I'm just not gonna answer back. I'm just gonna left you on red.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna leave you on red. Left you on red. Leave you on red.
And so, so I get knowledge,
Yes,
knowledge, red. And so we get
Read.
home. We get I get to the house, so I'm just avoiding the text, and now Chewy's like, bro, you're terrible at responding to text, which I get all the time. People say I'm the worst at responding text, but this guy is pretty close. He's pretty bad with
Yeah,
that
both
stuff.
of y'all kind of suck.
And so I mean, we're just
I think David wins it though.
I'll text back like a day after. If it goes past 2, then I forgot about it.
See, I think I might get you beat. I might have you beat because like I don't respond until I see you. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Nah, I'm not down to do that. I wasn't trying to do that.
That was yesterday.
No, that was like last week. Like, nah, man, I can't come to your baby shower. Like that was 2 weeks ago. Like,
Baby's already born.
When did you have a kid?
just want to let you know I can't make it. And so he's texting me, and so I'm like, oh man, I can't do it. And David is a very good friend of mine, David Vela, and so I feel bad, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna text back. And then all of a sudden, like I'm working on something in the garage, and doorbell rings, and it's these guys, and they show up, and they're like, hey, happy Father's Day. And I was like, happy Father's Day? Like, and they were like, yeah, your wife told us that it was your birthday, but it's actually just Father's Day. So we got you a present. And I was like, this is the weirdest Father's Day ever. I have like 4 grown men giving me a gift for Father's Day.
Daddy.
And I was like, they're just my spiritual sons. My spiritual sons giving me a gift. And so we go, we just start talking. And hey, thank you, sir. Happy Father's Day to me. I'm just getting represented all over the place. Won't he do it? Yeah, so we go, and so we got this over the weekend. We got this fireplace, and we're just killing these mushrooms, or not mushrooms.
You mean marshmallows?
Marshmallows.
Think about drugs over here.
And we're just taking down shrooms, bro. And we're
Just tripping in the fire pit. Finding my soul.
Yeah. And so, yeah, man, and it was a good night, man. We just hung out and we just talked, and yeah, man, it was much needed. It was like the best Father's Day ever because I didn't have to deal with my kids. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love my kids. Y'all don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I love my kids so much.
When you see him like mistreat them, it's always out of love.
It's always out of love. It's never like because I'm mad. Well, it's sometimes because I'm mad. But like, yeah,
Mad love.
I discipline my children if that's what you're saying. But yeah. But yeah, don't worry about that, guys. We're not here to talk about me. Don't worry about how I raise my kids, because I take care of my kids. I don't care what nobody say. But yeah, besides that,
And
yeah,
then,
man.
And then y'all were around the fire pit, and then marshmallows, and
Yeah,
then
man.
They just brought up the mic
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, like they were just like holding it, like they didn't even wrap it or anything. They didn't even try to hide it. And I was like, oh, tight, y'all got an SM7? And they were like, they try to play it off like, oh yeah, it's my SM7. I was like, oh, that's tight. Y'all just brought it to my house for no reason. They're like, I'm just kidding. Happy birthday. I'm like, it's not my birthday, dude. It's Father's Day. So.
And we're like, oh, we mean Happy Father's Day. That's what we meant.
Isn't it technically a birthday from being a father? Oh no,
No, that's not how that works.
That would be when like your kids are born. It's their birthday is technically your birthday of being a dad.
No, you only get that one time with your firstborn.
Fine.
El primogénito. But yeah, man. But on top of that, what happened? You said you were sick on Sunday? You just didn't show up to church?
Okay, so we were supposed to be at 7:45. I woke up at 7, but like I woke up, I took the biggest sneeze I ever sneezed. And I was basically eating my boogers. Like of how much snot just like came out. And it just kept on coming, sneezing and sneezing. And I was trying to get ready. And then like it started getting on my shirt.
Oh.
And I was like it was because like the night before I was really sweaty. I was just sweating, and I was in the cold air, hot air, cold air, hot air, and I guess that did something. And then I group me'd the worship team, was like, hey guys, I don't think I can make it today. So sorry.
At like in the morning.
In the morning, like
That's terrible.
yeah. So I was like, man, these guys think
You have no discipline, Jerry.
I have no discipline.
And I'm calling in sick.
On the day of. But luckily, I was only playing second guitars, so like I was pretty much useless.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't have like the issue where people call in like because I have that issue. Like, hey, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be sick on Sunday,
No.
and it's like Wednesday. Pretty sure I'm gonna be sick. Or I'm pretty sure my mom or my grandma is gonna pass away, and I won't make it.
Wow.
It's terrible, man. And so, what do you say? How do you answer to that? Somebody's like, "Yeah, bro, I think I'm gonna be sick this week. I feel it coming on." How as a leader am I supposed to answer to that?
What can you say? You can say a lot of things like, "Oh well, too bad. Show up," or
Too bad, show up. And Franco, and you're still making that trip to Killeen.
I am. I'm still making that trip to Killeen, man. It's not as bad as you think, man.
It's a 2.5 hour drive?
2:20.
And so what time do you have to leave in the morning on Sunday?
4:55.
That's already bad. That's already terrible.
It's great.
4:55. That's the worst thing ever.
he was with me Saturday night, like up until like 11, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What were y'all doing? Kissing or what?
Yeah, bro. We were making out. Great.
Well, I mean, now that it's out in the open, yeah.
You just gonna tell everybody?
Okay.
Just tell them.
I'd like to make the announcement. We're poly and bi.
No, he is. I'm just gay.
Oh man.
We're just playing. We love gay people.
Yeah, we love everybody.
Yeah.
Which is just jokes. It's just jokes. Well, maybe not for this guy, but for everybody else, we're just joking. No, man. And so, but yeah, man. As far as it goes, we went to church on Sunday, like. And when I say went to church, like Limitless Church, we're not a shouting church. We don't shout. We don't do that stuff. And we went there this Sunday.
Like no shafars either?
Like shofar, tambourine ministry, everything. Like we went there. We were in it.
Nice.
And like I was in the Holy Spirit and I didn't know what to do because I had never shouted before. And so I was like in the corner, like doing Fortnite dances, like I'm not sure what to do with my hands. Like I don't know what's going on with me. And yeah, man, and we started singing like the old songs, like, you know, when I think about Jesus, what he done for me. And they did the war cry song. Oh, we did all of that, dude. And I'm literally like in the corner, like I need to put my acoustic guitar down because I don't look cool playing shout music on an acoustic guitar. And so I put it down, and I literally was just like in the corner, like, hey. I had no idea what I was doing, and I felt really disconnected from Limitless Church. I felt really disconnected. I didn't know what I was doing, and I felt out of place. And so yeah, it was rough. And so yeah, exactly. But yeah, man. And so have y'all ever? Well, you've come and played at my church, Jerry. Like.
Yes, like once. It was New Year's service.
No, that was my dad's church.
No, that was your church.
No, we didn't have a New Year's service at my church.
Was it Christmas?
No, that was my dad's church too. At Limitless Church, you came and played one time.
I'm pretty sure it was New Year's Eve.
I don't think so. But are we? Is Limitless Church a shouting church?
Not that I recall.
Franco, you've been to our church. Are we a shouting church?
No.
They have an awesome choir. Like, I fell in love with their choir. I like the singing people.
Yeah. So
Singing people.
yeah, so we're not a shouting church. So when it happened so like out of nowhere, and it was great. Like, and so when it happened, you could see in the audience, like people were like, "Oh, we don't know what to do," and then like all of a sudden it turned Kojic like that, like
Right.
like out of nowhere, it just turned Kojic.
The level, man.
Yeah.
The atmosphere.
It's over 9,000!
And so yeah, like it just raised the bar, and so I was like, let's sing a slow song, guys. Like,
Our God is an awesome God.
you guys remember this one?
You guys like this song? You guys remember this song?
Lord, I give you my heart. You guys remember that song? Let's go back to
Hey, I
that
love
song.
that song.
And so it was rough, man. It was rough for me, but I loved it. I loved being a part of it. It was great. It was super fun, and the congregation really enjoyed it. And so, yeah, man, I'm glad I'm the only one in here that went to church, except for Franco. You went to church. Oh, okay. Husky, what happened at your church this week, sir?
It was crazy bananas. It was crazy bananas.
What-
Like we had good church. Like
Yeah.
they did an old fashioned mic toss.
Oh no.
They did a mic toss, but it was the right people.
Oh, okay, good.
We don't do mic toss if you can't sing.
Yeah.
We don't just toss you the mic. We gotta know that you can sing.
Yeah.
And so they got to the end and they got to this young lady. She's 12.
Yeah. She
All
killed
I-
it?
man. man, she killed it like literally. And then she was killing it so bad she broke down crying at the end.
And
like,
everybody lost it.
Mike Toss was just so awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
It became a
was
mic
awesome.
drop.
Right. Like it was worth it. They did it. Nick Trailer
Oh, yeah.
did the mic toss as well. So yeah, he didn't just give anybody the mic. We know better.
Yeah,
We know
definitely.
better at my church. We don't just hand the mic to everybody. Wait a minute. You
Yeah.
do ushering. You do it well, but you don't sing well.
Yeah, don't ever give me the mic.
Right.
Yeah, man, I was at a funeral one time and they did a mic toss, and I was like, I don't know if this is the place for that. And they were like, I don't even remember what song they were singing, but I don't know. I want to say like, it was like a Casey and JoJo song.
Of course, because it always has to be something from the 90s.
And so it's like, oh my life, I pray for someone like you. And it's just passing the mic around, man. It was super weird.
Did anybody do Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven?
No,
I would
I don't
have.
think anybody mic tosses that song or.
I
Yeah.
would have. But then
Yeah.
again, don't ever give me the mic.
Just for future references for our listeners, don't ever, if Jerry's at your funeral, just don't. Do this
Unless I
method.
bring my own mic and like secretly connect it to the mixer.
Wi-Fi in.
Or that, yeah, you want to Wi-Fi it in, bro.
Yeah. So it was I remember, I'll never forget that. I was completely thrown off. And so that's the I actually met Narcelli at that funeral. Well, we didn't meet. We had met before, but I'll never forget that funeral. It was the craziest funeral I've ever been a part of. Like a girl like started crumping like in front of the
Oh snap!
in front of the casket, and yeah, it was pretty crazy, man. It was pretty wild. She was like, I don't know how to sing, but I'm gonna.
Is that how funeral works nowadays? Like
No.
no, okay.
I don't know. It was my first funeral seeing that. Like,
Man, have you seen those like those clips on YouTube where people just show up drunk to funerals? Like there's one guy where he tries to sing Amazing Grace and he just goes, I want everybody to sing with me. Y'all sing with me. Amazing
yeah.
Grace, and he just goes
Bro,
off,
he's
like,
mourning hard. you
Right,
know?
right. He's mourning hard, and I'm like, all right, man, you go ahead and mourn like that.
yeah, man, I've seen. Like I said, that funeral I went to was pretty wild. Like, I'm not even like I remember because we did like an acoustic set, and like the little girl, she was like her dad was like a really good singer, and she goes, I don't know how to sing, but my Theo always like came to all my dance recitals and stuff. So this is for you, Theo. And she's like hardcore, like hip hop abs, like all of that stuff, doing everything, like in front of the casket. And I remember being like this funeral is out of order. Like, you guys are out of order right now. And so, yeah, it was weird, dude. I had never seen that before in my life.
This is for you, Theo.
Literally.
You do it. You just hear it.
It's like boom, 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 boom.
Like, come on, man. Like, that's how you're gonna board. That's how you're gonna board. And just people are just like. Alright.
So yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember. I'll never forget that. But yeah, man. But besides that, Franco, I mean, what projects do you got going on right now? Or do you have anything going on at the studio, or what do you got going on right
I
now?
mean, I got a bunch of stuff going on as far as creative stuff, but so right now, I mean, I'm working on just projects with jazz artists, local jazz artists.
Yeah.
We got a singer-songwriter from a media company from Tracy Locke, and dude, he's super good, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, as far as studio stuff, music, always making music. Just got done making music with this guy, so that's be on the lookout for that.
I'm a guy.
We haven't figured out what to call it just yet, but we're still working.
It's in the
on it. You know
works.
what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah.
in the works.
Yeah,
It's in the
man.
works.
That's what's up. Well, yeah, I've been having this niche, man, like to write, dude, and I just I don't know where to start. Like half of the time, like I get like little medleys, like I worship in the car and stuff like that, but I
Right.
get like little medleys here and little choruses here, but I don't know what to do with it half of the time, like. And I call Franco over and I'm like, bro, I got some stuff I want to record, and then he'll show up and I'll just waste his time for like 12 hours. And be like, yeah, man, I thought I had something, but don't worry about it, man. Good night.
He's like, okay, bye.
Let's go eat.
For real.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much how our days go. Like he'll show up and we'll
just hang out for like 7 hours.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we didn't do anything, but you wanna go eat?
be like, you down? Like, I'm always down. Let's do it. Like,
The whole video games and dinner combo.
yeah, we didn't do anything productive, but I mean, I'm real hungry, so if you guys want to go eat, let's go eat. Like, and so we'll just leave. Like, we'll set up everything. We'll set up all of his stuff, his interface,
Just
Pro-
say, oh, I'm tired and hungry. Let's go eat real quick.
Pro Tools, everything. And so, actually, the funny story is that this guy came to my house. What is it, Friday night?
Yeah, it was Friday.
So Friday night, and so we're trying to think of some music. We're trying to put some stuff together, and we're just getting like farther and farther away from our original idea, and like it's starting to get bad. It's starting to actually get kind of dark. Like
Yeah, like what is it? Operatic. It's
Yeah.
just like all just like it's like a choir, and you got like horns right underneath them, and it's just all like an anthem of like, oh my God,
Like cynical tones?
yeah,
Yeah.
like cinematic, and you're just like, Jesus.
like this was supposed to be a fun song. Like
It could still be fun. You just gotta think about it. Like, hey, killing is fun.
it was literally like the chorus was just saying Jesus, 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 and I was just like,
Play it backwards.
it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be cool, and then like all of a sudden I just started playing like minor chords and I was just like, yeah, this is getting kind of dark. It was supposed to be fun, but it's not fun
They
anymore.
throw some diminished chords in there.
And so it started getting real bad, and so we completely erased it. So like literally it was like 12 hours of that, and we were like, yeah, this is not good. Let's erase this and start over. And so now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And we started at what, like 7 or 8?
No, later. I'd say probably around 10.
So we started around 10, and then now it's like 2:30 in the morning. And so we're starting from scratch, basically. And so, like, I don't know if there's people out there that write, but it's something about, like, once you get into that creative mode, like, you can't get out of it. And you just want to stay there, and you want to just keep writing, and because you have everything in front of you. So now it's 2:30, and my wife is not a musician. She can't sing. She doesn't care about anything creative. And
Shout out to Karen coming out like Debo, you know.
so what happens is 2:30 in the morning. We're starting over. We got something going, and all of a sudden you just hear, "Chris, are you serious?"
Oh, you want something too bad?
And I was just
And she goes, "You need to come to bed. You need to tell your dumb friends to go home." And I'm looking at Franco like,
No.
"I'm sorry, bro." She's like, "Tell your dumb idiot friends to go home. And because it's getting so late and you're going to be so tired for family day."
Man,
And,
she knew it was Franco. She would have just been like, tell idiot Franco.
and so, yeah, man. And so I look at Franco and I'm just like, well, I am getting kind of tired. I'm trying to play it off like I'm still the man of the house. But I am kind of tired, so maybe you should go. Like,
I'm in total control of this situation.
I'm going to sleep because I'm tired, not because she's telling me to go to sleep. And so, yeah, man. And so Franco got kicked out of my house on Friday night by Karen.
I did. It was great.
It was...
So I just had to walk off, and I was like, all right, well, see you later.
Yeah, man.
But that creativity, like, blockness. Saturday, whenever me and Franco were jamming with our good friend Isaac.
Buddy Isaac.
Yeah. Amazing guitar player, too, by the way. It took us, like, 3 songs to like one. And
Yeah.
because, like, we started a song, you know, we're going with it, but like, towards the end, we're like, I don't like it anymore. So we scratch it off, do another one. Towards the end, I don't like it anymore.
It's basically how the creative process goes.
So, yeah.
People think it comes easy, and it doesn't. It's a lot of trial and error, and most of the trials are like 50 tries, as opposed to the one that you think like, yeah, I guess that's usable, and then you hear back in the morning, you're like, ugh. I don't
Yeah.
like it. So
A lot of patience for sure.
Yeah, man. So I was, so when that happens, like, I get into these modes and I get into this like mindset of like, yeah, man, songwriting is cool, but I'm like my biggest critic. Like,
Of course.
I'm
Yeah.
like the biggest critic ever. And so like everything I do, like I'll listen to it and I'll be like, man, that's terrible. That's so whack and blah, blah, blah. Like, I suck. I'm never going to be an artist. I'm never going to be able to do anything by myself. And I just put myself down all the time because I'm trash. Like, I can't do it.
right.
I can't live this artist life. I don't understand. Like, and I really applaud those people who can just sit there and write all day.
Yeah.
And they just have so much in their mind, and I'm just like, burps, farts. Like, we gotta go to work. Babies.
Bills.
Yeah, that's all that's on my mind. And when I finally get down to write, I have like 3 lines. And like I've seen people sit down and just write an entire song, like entire worship song, just write it all out. And
Jesus, I love you. That's all I got.
And so I can't even come up with that half of the time. I'm like, oh.
All the woes.
You got to get all the woes out the way.
Yeah.
The O's, the woes, and
The yes and the
yeah,
ahs.
The yes and the ahs.
And the hand claps. Get your hands together. Everybody get your hands together.
Praise him.
Maybe a catchy synth line.
Put your hands together. Come on, everybody.
And
Yeah,
that's basically what the new song is going to be.
Yeah.
It's a new sound, really.
Just throw some reverb and you're good.
Yeah. And put a nice hook. Tick, 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 tick. And it goes hard, man. People eat it up, bro.
Couple 808s.
Couple bass drops. And you got a hit, man.
This is what it is.
And so, yeah, man. So it's so it's hard, man. I really don't know how people do that stuff, but so we having plans right now. Like there's a lot of people that don't know right now, but we got it planned right now for at least for Limitless Church. We're probably going to record our first single. You Deserve It All. It's something that we wrote a while back. Mr. Franco has agreed to do it for free. At
Completely free. Pro bono.
Pro bono. He's agreed that he's going to go out on a limb and just trust God.
He just wants free food.
It's really what it is, you know.
And he's agreed to travel and do everything completely free. So thank you, sir.
Even all the roadie work. By himself.
So if you guys want to book this guy, he does stuff for free all the time.
Right.
So
Just feed him.
just ask me.
just ask. He's like, sure, bro, no problem.
Yeah, bro, I got you.
Go to askfranco.com.
AskFranco.com. He does everything. He'll bring it up and he'll show it to you and be like, I can do this. You want me to do it? I'll do it right now. Like that should be on your card. I can do this.
I'd be
You
dressed
want
as
me to do it?
You
I'll
want
do
me
it.
to do it? Just ask. I'll do it. You want me to move those speakers like 5 flights of stairs? I got it, man.
I got it, man.
But you gotta be dressed as a butler the whole time.
No, you gotta be dressed as a like a deep sea diver. just have like goggles on the whole time. Just mixing and mastering.
In a scuba suit.
And just like super wet like all the time.
Yeah, I do. Remember Scuba Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Scuba Steve. Yeah, man.
No,
I'll
and
do that.
It was yeah, man. So, but yeah, Franco said he's gonna do it for free, right? Right, Franco?
Yeah. I got you.
He just want proof.
I just wanted to have it on tape. So,
What
The
I
whole
feel
world
like
knows.
you're just gonna play this back on your phone. Like, oh, you said free.
bro, remember that one time you said you would do it absolutely gratis, bro.
Gratis.
Gratis.
You remember that, bro?
Oh,
Like,
man.
no, I don't remember that. Oh, well, let me play it back for you.
No.
So yeah, man. But yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm excited that we're gonna put a single out, and so for those of you who don't know, Limitless Church, we have been writing for a long time, and I'm excited to see what this sounds like on wax.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, on top of that, once again, Uproar this weekend. We're actually playing. We're actually playing at Ambientes, which is at Iglesia Templo Jerusalén, out in North Fort Worth.
Yep.
So we're trying to. It's a 12-hour worship kind of atmosphere, and so it's just starting from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 p.m. And so it's just a continuous worship team after continuous worship team, just going back to back for 12 hours of just worship.
Is there preaching?
No preaching, no nothing, just worship. And we did it last year, and it was pretty cool because some people actually they set it up as an atmosphere for people just to come in and just sit there.
Yep.
It's not a lot of hooping and hollering. It's not a lot of that. It's literally just come in and just enjoy the atmosphere. Worship is going on. And I remember like people just sitting there, and they were just even reading books and just sitting there like.
I think they were just bored. They were like, "Oh, it's English."
No, like that was before us, and so like, I mean, when we went on, I'm just kidding.
Right. Well, we went on. Oh, yeah.
Everybody was like praising the Lord,
Right.
but
All arms raised high.
That's all it was.
no.
You're just worshiping.
So, but yeah, man, it's a really cool atmosphere. I've always liked those kind of like just those kind of chill worship atmospheres where people can just go in and just enjoy it.
I love it when people draw their art like during worship sets.
Yeah, dude. Like I love that
really
stuff.
love that.
Yeah, like I love when people are like painters. Like I love painters.
Yes.
I love those people that just sit there and sketch. Like I love it. Like it. I feel like those atmospheres are the most creative.
They really bring a lot of inspiration.
Yeah.
In that moment.
Yeah.
And so I mean I love that stuff. Everybody who knows me, like I wish I could have been a painter a long time ago. I try to be like Bob Ross, and That guy's a terrible teacher. I don't know why everybody thinks he's a good teacher. That guy is the worst teacher ever.
I can only draw stick figures.
And his hair is whack. Like I don't know why everybody likes his hair. I'm like, your hair is whack, dude. Like cut your hair.
Cut your hair, bro.
We'll add a little bush right here.
Like we're gonna put look at that. That's mountains.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Look at
that
that.
that's just white stuff you just put up there. Like, no, watch.
Gonna
And
put
then he
it-
puts like some
Look at
other-
it closely.
Put a little tree here. Like, man, come on.
Yeah, man,
Not
it's
doing
it's
anything.
it's the worst. Bob Ross, if you're listening to this, I don't know, is that guy still alive?
He's dead. I mean, like, for real, he's dead.
Hey, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Bob Ross.
Oh, now he's R.I.P.
He's the
But
goat.
still, our opinion stands.
He's the greatest of all time.
No,
Jake.
no.
He's the goat.
Don't take it back.
But yeah, man. And so yeah, I mean those atmospheres, dude, they're awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I even love like coffeehouse worships. Like when people go to a coffee house and they just do worship, and people are just sitting there drinking coffee. Like those are like I love that stuff. I
That
don't know.
sounds too hipster for me.
I feel like that's like you know, when they say it's open mic, I feel like there's so many musicians that like in the church that they just won't do it because they think that doing worship is just at the church. Like
Oh no, yeah.
and so like that's why I think like it's super cool when I see somebody finally go up there and like they're leading worship like at a coffee shop and I'm like, dude, that's cool. Like I love that. I want to walk in. What are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
Just looking at me, bro. I know.
Well, I
you-
mean, it's because I think a lot of the worship leaders that don't really feel like it's relevant.
I already know what you're doing.
Just say it. Just say it.
I speak in sound bites now, so that's all. It's just like they'll look at those worship leaders or people who are trying to lead worship in a coffee house, and they're just like, "That's not real worship." See, if you were in my 5,000 member church, it'd be going down. That's it. I mean, face would be melted, and I'm like, come on, man, like,
Yeah, man.
keep it up. you know?
It's because I feel like sometimes people think that they can only release that like in the church,
Yep.
and I'm like, man, Holy Spirit moves everywhere,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
so like somebody's gonna connect with it, even if it's just one person, and you were bold enough to go up there and just sing something, worship song, so it's gonna connect with somebody.
Sure.
And you know,
Definitely.
we always hear that. You know, if it reaches one person, then that's good enough.
Yeah.
And so that's the coffee house mentality. It's like I'm gonna go in here because somebody needs to hear these songs today. Somebody needs to hear this music. And so, but yeah, man. So yeah, Ambientes once again. It's an awesome event.
Yep.
Me and Franco played it last year. We're playing it again this year. Sorry, Jerry. Isaac took your spot.
Oh, that's fun.
Isaac's trying to play 2 gigs that night, and he was like, "No, man, let me play." Like Jerry gets to do everything cool. Like he gets to do the podcast.
Oh my!
That's what he said.
That's literally what he said.
Isaac, if you're listening, that's what you
What
said.
you probably is.
And he was like, "Yeah, man, y'all never invite me to do anything. Like at least let me play Ambientes because Jerry gets to do all the cool stuff."
What an ungrateful little.
And so, but yeah, man, I'm excited to be there.
I let him have it.
All right, then.
All right,
All
take
right.
it easy.
Take it easy, guy.
I don't even want to play.
No, you know what? I don't even want to play.
I'd rather play drums.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, on top of that, once again, we have our leaders events again.
Yep.
August 3rd. Uproar has their leaders events August 3rd. And so, yeah, man, once again, we got a lot of stuff going on the next couple of months. And then our next Uproar. Husky, are you going to come to the next one, bro? I've been inviting you like to everyone.
Okay, really? That's a lie.
To every single
You
one.
invited me to the last one, and I couldn't come because I had an event. When's the next one again?
July 21st.
That's a Friday?
That's a Sunday.
Every third Sunday of the month.
Okay. I'll check my schedule. Let me see. Make sure I'm not doing anything. I don't want to say yeah and be at an event. You be like, you didn't come. My bad.
No, it's all good, man.
I have an answer for you Monday.
Okay. And so, yeah, man. So, I'm excited because so I just got confirmation today that y'all remember Kylie Wyatt?
Yeah.
So she went. She was here at the Uprising Church with Alex Berkins. She was the worship pastor there, and she left to Bethel, right?
Okay.
And she actually came back this month, and she's gonna be singing at the next Uproar. Like,
Nice.
yes. So she's. I'm excited to see like everything that's happened over there with Bethel with her at Bethel, with her, and so yeah, I'm excited because that's always cool. Like to see people who haven't played in a long time and they come back and play. So I'm always digging that because it's cool just to hear different people once again. But on top of that, July 21st is August 3rd is the Leaders Advance, and then after the Leaders Advance, I'm going on vacation. Bro.
Hey.
Vacation.
Going on vacation with the family.
Awesome.
Chips in a bowl.
It's in a bowl.
So you're just gonna like be eating junk food and watching TV, but in a different place.
See, that's the thing. Right now, I'm actually on keto, so
Eating meat at a different place.
it's yeah. I'm gonna be eating all the scrimps. So it's gonna be fun. I'm going to Florida with my family, and
Dude, you'll get eaten by alligators over there.
there's not alligators in Florida.
Oh, there's alligators. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of alligators.
Oh, trust me.
Oh, trust me.
It's a very swampy area.
I studied the wildlife there. In my travels abroad
Travels abroad.
to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get the West Nile virus.
The West Nile. Well, yeah. I mean, I've heard.
Okay. Smart guy over here.
Well, according to National Geographic.
Nerd.
But yeah, man. So I'm excited for that. Gonna go hang out on the beach. Take my shirt off. Just hang out.
Right near the beach.
Right.
Boy.
Get a nice tan.
Yeah, come back. Be super dark. And man, and so I'm trying to get skinny. Like I'm trying to get skinny for the beach.
Right.
And I started my workout today, and I almost threw up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it was
Yeah,
pretty
you
bad.
started this morning.
What'd you do?
You remember the old Richard? Is it Richard Simmons?
Richard Simmons.
Yeah. You remember him?
It is Richard Simmons.
Yeah, I got a couple of his old tapes.
Nice.
Popped it in the VCR.
On the treadmill.
You can do it.
That's it. Work those
He's
legs.
like, "You're not fat. You're beautiful."
You're not fat. You're beautiful.
You're not fat. You're the one.
Yeah, and so I was getting it this morning. He was real encouraging.
Tight.
Hey, aren't you Richard Simmons' brother?
Richard Simmons. Family Guy.
Yeah. So yeah, he's great, man. He's a great motivational speaker. Is that guy dead too?
No. He.
Richard Simmons?
No, he's still alive.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yet kicking.
He's the GOAT. He's the
Oh,
greatest
yeah.
of all time. He's the greatest trainer I've ever seen in my life.
Him and Chuck Norris.
So did you have those short shorts that he wears?
I was pantsless because it was real hot.
That's the way to do it,
It was real hot in there, and yeah, man. And so I woke up real early this morning, and it was like
Just sprung up out of bed.
sprung up out of bed and just went down and just started killing it, dude.
You killed it. I felt like one of those old Roman Greco wrestlers. Just
So you
my
wake
element,
up
bro.
and first thing you do is work out now? Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say that's what I do now. It's like
What
that's what I did.
Well, you
That's what I did
started
today.
Today.
That's what I started to do today. I don't know if I'll make it till tomorrow, but I'm trying, man. I'm trying, bro. I've been a big kid my whole life, so.
I'm on my third week, actually.
Of what?
Of dieting and working out.
How's it going?
I'm still here. I feel good.
What are you doing?
Just jump rope and eating like less than 700 calories a day, basically.
How do you do that? How do you count your calories?
Well, this says it in everything you buy. You just count them.
Yeah, but it says per serving.
Yeah, so you just add the servings, however much you're doing, and yeah,
Nah, man.
How
I don't think you're
accurate
doing it
is
right,
that?
bro.
bro,
I'm pretty sure you're doing it wrong.
I'm doing it pretty right.
I don't know.
What about you, Franco? What are you doing?
Nothing.
That's what's up, bro.
that's
You look
legit.
great. Don't do anything.
Hey, there you go.
Don't worry about it, bro. You look great.
Just don't try.
It'll be better if I shave your eyebrows.
It would look better if I shave.
Let me shave your eyebrows.
Don't do all of it. Just like do half of it.
Hey guys, let's do something right now. So, I don't know how much time we got left. Husky, how much time we got left?
15 minutes.
Okay, so we got 15 minutes. So, I told Husky when we first started this thing, like we were gonna have a segment of just roasting on Husky. Like I told him that we were just gonna do it, but
I wouldn't do that.
we had this conversation.
I'm ready.
Well, we had this conversation, and I was like, Husky, I feel like you're one of them dudes that be getting mad when we roast, and like you take it real personal, and then like you just
His face is already getting pink.
just go for the jugular, like, bro, that's why your mom's dead. Like it's real. So I was like, I'm gonna flip it on Husky tonight. I'm like, instead of roasting Husky, we're gonna have a compliment challenge to Husky.
Oh, okay. I can do this. This is gonna be fun.
But you have to compliment us back.
Oh, you have to get compliments back. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay? So,
I'm in.
Husky, if you don't get your beautiful goatee face,
Oh, that's how we're doing it. Oh, okay.
yeah, man. If you don't get your beautiful lined up goatee face, yeah.
Is
And-
it in the? Am I in the shot? Like totally in the shot?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
okay, good.
Yeah. And if you don't get your amazing, what is alopecia hat? I don't even know what alopecia is for real. Like, but I appreciate the question. It is a great question to ask because I don't even know what that is. And so I appreciate you representing McAllen in this place, in this, yeah. McAllen is a great city, by the way.
Absolutely.
And I love it. And yeah, you are the best, Husky. You're the nicest person I've ever met in my life. So if you don't get your nice face,
If you don't get your real nice dimple perfectly positioned in the middle of your cheek,
my wife loves that dimple.
that's why I said it. I bet she just.
It's
I just love him. He's so dimply.
I am. I'm great. So compliment challenge, Franco.
Compliment challenge, Franco.
Compliment.
You're next.
Go, Frank.
What?
You're next.
Like you really messed this up. You're
I
supposed to
did.
be ready, Frank.
I'm doing other things. I gotta.
really-
No,
you
you're
weren't
not
ready this
pretending to
time.
do stuff.
That's
Right.
true. I'm just
That's
switching
the point.
knobs.
That's your story. You sticking to it?
So if you
Go
don't
ahead,
get
Jerry.
your exotic necklaces,
Oh, we're going off each other now.
yeah.
I thought it was towards Husky.
Yeah, I thought it was.
No, it was.
Husky.
It's compliment challenge in general.
Oh, okay.
In general.
Boy, if you don't get that snug black T-shirt that fits you so great, get out of here.
It does fit me pretty good. I felt pretty good putting it on this morning. Yeah. If you don't get your shark tooth necklace from Brazil, imported straight from Brazil as a gift from the Maharaja,
I had to wrestle him.
I believe it. You have the muscles for it. Oh, strong muscled face.
Actually, those are his baby teeth.
Yeah.
His mom
Going
preserved
shark
them.
teeth. It was a rare disorder.
Yeah. And so it was great. Yeah. Jerry, what do you got, bro? You got to jump in this challenge, bro.
Come on.
Husky, man.
This already went bad. Like, as soon as he said, "Man, oh, this went
Man,
bad."
if you don't
Here
get
we
those
go.
sexy calves out of here, I'm gonna go insane.
I don't know how to take that.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I won.
no, man. If you don't get your,
I'm ugly.
you're not ugly. Don't say that.
Ugly and proud.
Jerry, if you don't get your amazing musicianship face,
You don't get your amazing face for radio.
Boy, if you don't get your ridiculous mustache that it just fits you.
perpendicular mustache face. It's great. It fits you.
I love how it curls.
You work it so well.
David, shut up with your beautiful 4 eyes. So And Chris, keep that mouth shut because those teeth are just too stunning.
Oh man, I work hard. Man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they're stunning.
Yeah, man. And so I just want to thank you, Jerry.
Welcome, Chris.
So thank you for that great compliment that you just gave me.
I love backwards.
I as well.
Your are great. Your pens are great.
And so I love your shirt, the way it comes off of your face.
Your sweaty face.
Yeah. Yes. And so, yeah, Husky, thank you for having us tonight. I mean, do you got anything you promote tonight before we get off? What you got? I know you just did a comedy thing at Destiny, right?
Yes,
In Fort Worth.
Church. Yeah.
That's down the street from my house.
I think I had more fun just at the event as in itself. Like a great event. I did like kind of 28.
Yeah.
28 minutes, a strong 28-minute set. You know how some comedians, they come out and they're really funny and then they kind of tail off.
Yeah.
I did something different. Like I came out and I purposely kind of worked the jokes.
Yeah.
And then kind of built them to the end to where the last couple of jokes was like hilarious. But I kind of built them
Just
up
like that.
just so that they could laugh but catch the joke. Like
Yeah.
a lot of times when you're really, really funny, you miss the whole meaning of why we told the joke.
Yeah.
So this Friday, I really concentrated on building them up to get to the climactic part. So it was actually fun. Got to see family out there that I didn't know was there. So
Yeah.
it was definitely a great event. Destiny Church, I will definitely go back.
Yeah.
I will definitely go back.
Yeah, I don't know the pastor there, but I remember Destiny Church was looking for like a worship leader, worship pastor a while back, and so that was the last time I heard of them. They were posting it like all over the place. Like, we need a worship leader, we need a worship pastor, and so when I saw Husky was at it, I was like, oh, that's Destiny Church, that's that church. So yeah,
It was worth going. It was definitely worth
So if you don't get your great comedian, great jokes face.
Right. I think when you go to a church and like he was like, can you give us 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes? And I gave him 28. But it was, that 28 was worth them saying, okay, we want him back. As opposed to, dang, you ain't done yet?
Yeah.
Bruh, like you ain't finished? We needed you to be finished 15 minutes ago.
That's like church all the time.
Yeah. So I think as a comedian, when you talk to people that don't do comedy, they're like really impressed, but in your head you're like, man, I messed that joke up. They thought that was funny though. that ending was way better than the one I actually was going to give them. So some of them kind of got twisted and they got a better result because of the ending that I gave as opposed to what I actually had in my head to do. So
well, that's cool, man. Like I said, we talked about last time, I've always wanted to do that stuff. So
you should still try though. Like you're literally naturally funny. So when you're naturally funny, it's totally different than someone having to write the joke and having to make you funny. You're naturally funny. All you just need to do is get somebody to work with you. I'll work with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like I told these guys that a while back, I was like, I'm not like a stand-up comedy funny. I'm like a conversational funny. Like me and you.
But you can be. But you have the honestly, no jokes. You actually have the attributes to be a stand-up if you let somebody mentor you and work on it for you. I think you could.
See, I would love that. Like, I would love to go do stand-up and stuff like that.
You need a stand-up trainer.
Yeah. Vicky Winans does it well. She does her music. That's why she gets a lot of gigs. She not only sings, but she does comedy in the middle of her singing. Like, somewhere in there, I did a show with her, and, of course, I did comedy, and then her son came up, and then but she did comedy and singing in the middle of her act.
That's cool.
So it was dope. Like, she did a whole gospel thing, but she had jokes to go in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So I think you could make that a definite hit.
I don't know, man. That's cool, man.
I'm challenging you.
Don't challenge me, bro.
I'm challenging you.
Because I will fail. I will fail every time.
You will not fail. I believe in you.
I will fall flat on my face and be like, so what's the deal with airline food? And I just get crickets.
Oh, you want something too, old man?
I mean, you can fight somebody. Somebody will want to fight you
And
afterwards.
then I just end up fighting somebody because they disrespect me. And I don't want to fight nobody.
All forced
I don't want
love.
to fight nobody, bro.
Well, but you have to. the best thing about being a comedian when someone comes at you, it usually makes you, if you're good, it usually makes you better because now I can come off the cuff at you. Like, I'm going to pick something out about you that we all going to laugh at. You know
Yeah,
what
I'll
I'm
probably
saying?
compliment them, though.
Yeah, but no, don't do that.
Hey, man, I like the way you're dressed tonight, man. Thank you for insulting me in front of all these people.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo, bro, thank you so much. I'm glad that you wore all of your two-piece tonight, your toupee tonight.
It looks
it's
nice.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, like, you really combed it over. Great. Like, I'll get on you in such a nice way. You be like, he talked about me, he insulted me, and made it funny. So,
That's what I said. Yeah, man.
so I think you could do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you should try.
I don't think I could. But thank you, man, for hoping in me. Thank you.
I believe, man, like, for real, like, you really have a gift. You should try it.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I.
Y'all got five.
I don't think I would last.
And the next uproar, just after the first song, just say
Just
a
like,
joke.
so, okay, guys, just sit down for a second. You know, I know worship is over. Just got a couple jokes. Just want to see if it works.
And that's when people start leaving.
Yeah, and people just leave. And
No, you kind of just do it in the middle. It just depends on how you flow.
Yeah.
If you flow like your girl Vicky always found something on her that she talked about to the audience, and you know, like she talked about her wigs
Yeah.
and stuff. Every woman in the audience laughed because they understood what she was talking about. Like she was
Yeah.
like, I had to get a number. I went and got number 4 instead of a 12. And the ladies laughed. All the men laughed because the ladies laughed.
Yeah.
Evidently, it was funny to them, so we laughed because, like, we didn't know what a number 4 was. We don't care what a number. But the way she told it made everybody laugh because it was funny. So
Yeah,
I think
man.
you could do it.
Yeah, man. I'm not like, I feel like sometimes like I'm not relatable. Like, have you ever been so deep in the Holy Spirit? And like people are like, nah, I ain't never been so deep. Like, yeah, it's funny. It's funny sometimes.
Yeah, don't give it to him like that.
Yeah.
You're definitely getting booed.
See, I need
Yeah.
work, man. I don't know what
I can
do.
work with you. I'll work with you.
I say, but how about them Cowboys?
I'll teach you. I'll definitely teach you.
Yeah. And so, yeah, man, I'd be down, man. Like,
comedy
let me
is really
open, let me
telling-
open for you one day.
Right.
Like,
Comedy is really telling people about stuff that you already know. Like stuff you tell them and stuff they already know. Like you talk, like I got an uncle that talks with that smoker's voice, or and an aunt that has that smoker's voice.
yeah,
But darn near everybody I know knows someone with that smoker's voice.
yeah,
Talk about stuff people know. You can always win with stuff people know. Like in black culture, of course, we talk about stuff we know.
Yeah.
We got that one family member that always just borrows $2.
I'm that guy.
Right.
I just need two.
They
bro.
never
That's
ask
like-
for anything more than 2. They just need $2.
That's like 4 singles.
Right. Yeah. but everybody has that one uncle that lies, or somebody they family member that every time they talk, you be like, yeah, she lying again. So
Yeah,
just
you know, I
stuff is
done
relatable.
clown Mount Geronimo the last month. I just came from there.
All right.
Like,
And
you lying.
Yeah,
Like-
you just make that funny. Make the stuff funny that they already know, and sometimes you gotta exaggerate it just to make it even funnier. But it's easier than you think, and it's harder than you believe.
I don't know. I think I'd bomb.
I think you do.
I'd be
well.
like, we're gonna read out of the second book
Well, the
of
fact that you
Chronicles.
laugh at your jokes, yeah, you'll win. You'll win with that. You know.
Have you guys ever read the book of Exodus? Like, all the way through, man. It's intense.
How about that
But
Satan?
you know
He
what?
sucks, right?
Use like a book. Use like a book that if you don't really know, like you don't really come to church. Use like Obadiah.
Yeah.
Like that's funny because you said Obadiah. Like
Yeah.
people like Obadiah. That's really in the Bible. Like what page?
Yeah.
Like people like, is that in the New Testament?
Yeah.
I only read the New Testament.
Yeah, y'all read out
you
of
can
2
win with that,
Corinthians.
Yeah, it's so yeah, 2 Corinthians. You can always win. So it's using the stuff that you don't think is funny. Sometimes the stuff you don't think is funny is actually funnier than the stuff that you thought was funny. Like stuff that you be like, dang, that one. Like I did jokes Friday that I was like, I didn't think that was gonna win, but that one.
Yeah.
That other one, it bombed, but I kept going.
Yeah.
You can imitate leprosy.
Yeah.
Like in the Bible, people were leopards. Like, what did that look like?
Right?
The Bible says there was a man that was a leopard. Like, that's crazy. He looked like a leopard. Like,
Instead of leopard man, they call him leprosy.
Right.
instead of leopard man, they called him leprosy. Oh my god.
And he was contagious and spread around everyone.
No, man. So, I mean, we got 2 minutes, but we just want to thank everybody once again for coming on here and hanging out with us tonight. LastRemnantRadio.com. Thank you guys for all that you do. Once again, this weekend we'll be at Ambientes at Iglesia Templo Jerusalem. From 5 to 7 is Uproar's time slot. And then we'll actually, July 21st, Uproar Unites comes back. And we'll see you guys next.
Our sponsors.
And we're sponsoring this week is
The Planet
alopecia. Nobody knows what it is, but we're asking questions. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.